Ah, fuck it. Let's go for the rest. We're not gonna finish it for tonight, but, like, let's go for, like, what, a little bit more.
Whenever I interacted with Kane, I was reminded about something from my past. Maybe my mind has been confusing her with my sister this whole time.
Basically it's a way to keep themselves anonymous so they don't get bothered in the street when they're trying to be themselves. It's an anonymous thing. Kane's dreams. Discrimination. The sound of rain filled the village. Oh crap, I have to read. The steep cliffs that surrounded the area magnified sound, causing even the slightest drizzle to rattle like a thunderstorm. Thin wisps of smoke streamed from huts as villagers huddled in their homes and waited out the rain. A single child, however, had braved the downpour and was now wandering slowly towards the wooden, hawk-shaped weather vane at the center of town. The wanderer reached the vane, which had existed for as long as they could remember, and stared. The child's face was simultaneously delicate and fierce, like a teacup that had survived a shipwreck. Those traits combined with pale white skin to give the face an almost sexless quality. Huh? What? Says what? Says what? Oh no! What do you mean it's been derailed? Hey, that duck sim is fun to play. You don't gotta be rude about it. Anyway. If the beak turns east, I go home. If it stays west, then The child blinked slowly and dripped down the young one's short hair and began a long descent to the ground. Whack. Come on. The child felt a slight breeze and watched this as the vein slowly creaked to life. Spinning its way for that moment, it finally settled, with the beak firmly pointing towards east. East? Really? Before the vein could move again, the jagged rock came spinning and tumbling through the air, striking home against the child's head. What the fuck? The force of the blow dropped the child to the ground, as a hail of stones began to fall all around. Oh no, they found me. A heartbreaking smile creeped across the child's face as the stones continued their assault. Through the rain, the sound of multiple footsteps grew louder before the voice rang out. Yoo-hoo, Kane! Voice belonged to Demo, the worst of all the bullies in the area. As Kane struggled to stand, a final stone came skittering through the mud and bounced against her foot. Blood oozed from a cut above her eye and blurred her vision, but she could make out the shapes of Demo and his usual gang of idiots. The boy seemed taken aback for a moment. Kane, signaling indifference to the blood dripping off from her face, quickly regained his bravado. What's up, freak? You like the rain? You like getting all wet? Or did you finally decide to run away from home? Though she knew it was futile, Kane turned to leave. Before she could get more than a few steps away, the other children scrambled to surround her, cruelty burning in their eyes. Kane knew those were not the only eyes on her. The tormentor's parents watched from the safety of their homes. She was attuned to this sensation. It was one she experienced married to. This is sounding oddly familiar, minus the rock part for me. We all knew I was bullied. While some villagers simply turned a blind eye to the actions of the children, many encouraged it openly. Yep, that's definitely like a lot of the bullies I had when I was a child. In a society ruled by superstition and fear, Kane was something to be hated, if possible, destroyed. I didn't say you could leave, freak. Emo's word chewed at her like a worm through an apple. He can't hurt me, she lied to herself. Be strong, be brave. He can't hurt me. He can't hurt me. He can't hurt... Oh, look, the little freak's gonna cry. What's wrong? Are you sad that everyone hates you and wants you dead? Okay, this is hitting a little too close to home. Kane prayed for the rain to flood down and carry her away from a world that seemed to have no place for her. But if there were gods, they chose to ignore her. As Demo crept closer, the clouds began to thin and the rain slowed. Even the weather hates me. I'm useless. A failure. I wish Demo's rock would have taken my head off. Kane couldn't meet Demo's leering gaze. She lowered her eyes and stared at the muddy ground below. The bully moved forward until it was inches away. She could smell the scent of old meat on his breath. The boy grabbed Kane by the face with thick fingers and yanked it upward. She tried to turn away, but he forced her gaze to look back and jammed his thumb against her eyelid to pry it open. Show me! No. Did you just say no? Demo grinned evilly. You don't say no to me. No one says no to me. You're gonna grow up and be a wonderful kid, huh? Wonderful, functioning adult. Not even taking his attention from Kane, he called out to his courts. Come on, guys! Let's give the freak what she deserves! As soon as Demo finishes, kicks and blows began to rain down upon Kane. Dino paused, still grinning as Kane curled into a ball and tried to make the pain stop. I don't get you, freak. What you acting like a girl for, huh? Everyone knows what you really are. Metaphors! Metaphors! Metaphors for all! Kane ignored the question, choosing instead to stare at the weather vane. It continued to point east, as if supremely confident about the future it had chosen for her. Go home? Yeah, that's a funny joke for someone with dead parents and no home to go to. Freak! Chanted the children. Freak! 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 Kane closed her eyes and listened to the rain, waiting for the pain to start again. As the clutching hands of the village children closed around her, she bent her mind to the sound of the rain, letting it become her entire world. Rain fell, but the pain never came. Only when the laughter of her tormentors turned to terrified cries did she dare open a single blood-caked eye. Kane was shocked to see Demo sprawled on the ground, holding his head and screaming in pain. She could see blood welling from the spaces between his fat, twisted fingers. Ugh. Oh my god, he's crying! He's actually crying! Depraved of their leader, the other children glanced back and forth between themselves as if waiting for someone to step forward and take charge. When no savior emerged, they began to uneasily shuffle away from Kane. But the young girl was the least of their concerns. Instead, their attention was wrapped on the ancient woman standing a few feet away. Stab. Yeah. After struggling for a breath for a moment, she finally spoke in a voice thick with rage. Hurts like a bitch, don't it? Now I suggest you scatter before I throw another one. And if any of you little bastards ever touch my Kane again, I'll do far worse than throw a rock. You can count on it. The old woman crouched down and gently touched a hand to Demo, who was covered in the wound. Before he could think to protest, she ground her palm into the wound and twisted it back and forth. Ah! Ow, he screamed, leaping to his feet. Stop it! What are you doing? Quit whining! Ain't no one ever died from a scratch! You hit me with a rock, you stupid bitch! A big one! That thing could have killed me! The old woman shrugged. Death is the best cure for stupid. I love this old woman. Demo's face twisted with rage at her words. Locking his eyes on Kanye, he took a step backward and spat on the ground. Get out! Leave this village! No one wants you here! Either of you! Seeing the old woman grab another stone, Demo and his companions turned tail and ran. Says, go! As they fled, the old woman grabbed her side and barked out a single laugh. Heh! Look at the fat boy go! Guess he's healthy enough to run from a fight. The woman's smile faded as she turned her attention to Kane. Kneeling down, she removed her shawl and placed it around the young girl's shoulders, then produced a cloth from the folds of her dress and began blotting the blood on her forehead. Oh, Kane, she said, why didn't you fight back? You're stronger than that lot. The words of her grandmother stung Kane, and she turned away. Don't be nice to me, she said. I don't deserve it. Nothing matters anymore. Her tears held in check for long, but finally began to fall on the muddy ground. Everyone hates me. They think I caused bad things to happen. They think I'm a freak. Oh, can someone give my wife a hug? I wish I was dead. A big one? As Kane's tears turned to sobs, she felt her grandmother's hands on her shoulders. Despite her advanced age and diminutive size, she was a woman of surprising strength. Kane found herself unable to turn away. Don't talk like that, girl. It's a river wide and deep that flows between the realms of this world and the next, and it grants no mercy to anyone that attempts the crossing. You got a duty to fight until your last breath. Understand? The old woman tightened her grip and tried to still the tremor in her voice. You know the pain of losing someone close to you, Kane. You know because you survived it. As the words hit home, Kane was struck by a force of her love for the old woman. As a young child, she didn't even know of her grandmother, but when her parents died, the woman quickly accepted her as her own. Aww. Grandma, as Kane called her, was cunning, vulgar, and quick to violence, and their first few years together had not been easy. That makes sense. But with each year that passed, Kane and her grandmother had grown closer. However, it was only now, sitting in the mud with tears and blood caked on her face, that Kane truly understood the depths of her affection. Here was a woman who had seen hard times, who had seen death, who had fought through all these things, and somehow emerged on the other side. If anyone could understand Kane's pain and loneliness, it was her. Do I make you sick, Grandma? Of course not! Don't be an ass! Kane drew her grandmother's moth-eaten shawl around her body and shuddered. But my body... it's not... normal. Metaphors! If I was normal, then Mom and Dad wouldn't... Hush! Interrupted Grandma. I'll not hear another word of this nonsense. You're my granddaughter, and I love you, and if folks have a problem with that, well, they can just go to hell. I love Grandma. With that, the old woman reached out and placed a wreath of dried flowers in Kane's hair. The skill it took to bend flowers without breaking the stems or losing a single petal was remarkable, and the beauty of it made Kane want to cry all over again. Oh gosh, these are lunar tears. Grandma, you made this for me? The lunar tears were legendary flowers. Most people could live their entire lives without ever seeing one. Kane's grandma's best babushka, yes. And her grandmother had somehow collected a dozen or more. Kane reached up to touch the wreath as if she couldn't believe it was real. Where did you find these? Just stumbled on them while I was out doing the shopping. The old woman turned as she spoke, leading Kane to suspect that the search had been more difficult than she was letting on. The pains she took to construct the ornament, let alone track down the flowers used in this construction, made Kane's heart hurt. She reached up and gently adjusted the wreath, admiring the way that it felt between her fingers. Didn't quite turn out right, said her grandmother as she squinted. These old hands would have have trouble with delicate work. But it looks pretty good on a pretty girl like you. Kane blushed and turned away. You think I'm pretty? Of course you are! What a fool thing to say! Thank you, Grandma. Her grandmother smiled. We're gonna be fine, you and me, she said. As long as we got each other, we'll be just fine. Kane took her grandmother's hands in hers, the two of them struggling to their feet. As they began to walk the long way home, Kane's gripped the hand with all her might, as if trying to stop smoke from drifting away in the wind. The rain had stopped. Kane stood beneath the weather vane, watching it spin in lazy circles, no longer caring about the direction it faced when it stopped. I don't need to escape. I have a home now. Grandma loves me, and that's enough, even if it's against the world. Kane let her gaze drift past the vane into this cloudy sky. The last faint hits of a rainbow were slowly fading. As she turned her head for home, the light scattered into a million particles and vanished, seemingly taken away on the breeze. Kane's dreams, daily life. Ah! In the distance, Kane heard the steady sounds of an axe striking wood. The noise had purposeful quality to it, as she was hearing the master woodsman go about his work. The firewood being produced, however, was far from a work of art as it should be, pieces of every shape and size being flung about in a barren yard with wild abandon. Anyone trying to stack such wood would probably die of frustration before it was through. Stupid piece of shit axe! Kane's grandmother flailed away with the axe, filling the air with both splinters of wood and words that would make the most hardened sailor blush. Grandma, called Kane. Is that you, Kane? The old woman yelled, taking her eyes off the wood for a moment. Don't get too close, I might take your goddamn foot off by mistake. She brought the axe down on a piece of wood, sending chips flying in every direction. One spun past Kane close enough for her to hear the whistle. At which point she decided to step back. Once she scuttled to its safe distance, she cupped her hand around her mouth and shouted, Grandma! Do you need help? I can get you water or lunch or a new axe or something? The axe poised to strike another wobbly blow, paused in midair. The old woman considered her granddaughter's offer for a moment and then smiled. Tell you what, since I'm doing such a piss-poor job of chopping, why don't you come here and take over so I can get the water? Jades have been restless lately, and I don't want you running into one of them bastards. Relinquishing the axe?
I've returned to you, Cat.
Hi.
I am here to get you through the emotional trauma.
Hello, Session.
Yeah, I was, at this point, yeah, session not on. We completely got derailed.
Ducks.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, relinquishing the axe, her grandmother picked up a long pole with wooden buckets on either end. Gathering water was by far more difficult of the two jobs, but Kane knew better than to complain. Once Grandma's mind was set, there was no I love this babushka.
She is best babushka. She is greatest babushka.
We love babushka. Kane did her best to help with chores, but Grandma took every task that required her travel to the village. Though she had a long list of plausible excuses, Kane knew the real reason. She didn't want her granddaughter to be taunted and harassed by the villagers. Once Kane moved in, Grandma decided to take up residence a good distance away from the area. Out of sight, out of mind seemed to be the best policy when it came to the villagers and her granddaughter. And rare were the days when they were anything but the two of them could be found on the rocky acre of land they call home. Kane enjoyed the solitude, but harbored a secret resentment that her grandma was forced to spend her golden years in such a place. It was a nice place if it's a place we met her in! I thought the place looked nice!
It was a nice place.
After watching her grandmother leave, Kane turned her attention to the task at hand. She had never chopped wood before in her life.
Oh no!
And soon discovered why the old woman hated the chore. Uh-oh. Swing after swing of the axe produced only a tiny crack in the wood, when she finally managed to connect with a solid stroke. The tool embedded itself into the log and refused to budge. Frustrated, Kane swung the axe around her head and threw it, log and all, across the yard. Proper reaction!
Correct.
Damn it! Ugh, crap. She suddenly understood the joy her grandmother felt in a good curse. Ha! This is where Kane learned swearing is fun. Happier now, she picked up the axe and forced it from the wood and resumed chopping. She had a natural skill with the blade, but the task was challenging, and blisters soon began to form on her small pink hands. This is tough, and my logs are all weird sizes. Spitting on her palms and ignoring the pain, Kane redoubled her efforts. Just as she was developing a rhythm, Grandma returned from the village. Setting down her buckets with a small sigh, she took one look at one of the logs and coughed out a wheezy laugh. Pretty clumsy, girl. You better practice if you... Grandmother suddenly collapsed to her knees, causing one of the buckets to wobble precariously. No! Eyes wide, and Kane dropped the axe and ran to her grandmother's side. Do not die! Grandma! The old woman shook her head and pointed to a trembling finger at the bucket. Get the bucket. Can't let it spill. Kane steadied the bucket with a foot as she knelt by her grandmother. A small bit of water sloshed over the side and made a new home in the hem of her dress. But Kane didn't notice. Grandma? Grandma, what's happening? Crazed with panic, she grabbed her grandma by the shoulders and shook, and after a moment the woman lifted her arms and batted Kane away. Stop that! Just stop that! She cried, breathing heavily. It ain't like I'm dying.
Madam, it is entirely plausible that you are having a heart attack. I beg to differ.
So does anyone know why my grandma's currently in the home? She's in the home because of her frequent heart attacks. This is gonna hit a little close to home. Again. Just tired from the trip is all. Well, that sounds like Grandma. Minus the swearing, I swear this is Grandma. Kane desperately wanted to believe her, but one look at the old woman shaking hands and worn face told her more than words ever could. Her grandmother had lived a long, hard life, and it seemed the bill was finally coming due. Oh no. The time when her grandmother watched over Kane was ending. Sooner than either of them had feared, the positions would be reversed. The next morning, Kane came to the side of her grandmother's bed and took her wrinkled hand. Grandma, you're sick and you need medicine. I'm going to the village. The old woman shook her head and tried to rise, but Kane gently pushed her down. It's all right, she said. I'll be fine. Grandmother fixed her with a gaze that could melt still. After what seemed an eternity, she finally lowered her eyes and sighed. Well, I don't like it, goddammit. I guess I should quit being so stubborn and let you grow up. The old woman watched as Kane strapped on her boots and made her way down to the road of the village. Hours later, an unseen sun made its way across the dark and rainy sky. She was still watching. Kane moved at a brisk pace. Brit says, help me here.
Brisk.
Thank
Pace.
Checking her pockets every few minutes to make sure that the money her grandmother gave her was still there. Every noise caused her to spin on her heels, making sure she wasn't being stalked by a shade, or worse, Demo and his gang. You know, if we killed Demo, we wouldn't have this problem. I know murder is frowned upon, but I like to make an exception.
About to say, in this instance, I feel it is the solution.
But she encountered neither tormentors nor shades, and Kane finally found herself at the entrance to the village. A few adults she could glanced sideways at her, then muttered to each other behind raised hands before slinking away into the shadows. You know, I'm not sad that the area exploded in our gameplay.
Nope.
Still, feeling no remorse. Her heart racing, Kane took a series of rapid, shallow breaths and tried to calm herself down. Oh great, Kane has anxiety. I have to prove myself. I have to help Grandma. I have to be strong. She chanted those words to herself over and over and over, and she slowly made her way. Finally, her eyes settled on a rotund older woman who was angrily waving her arms in the air and telling everyone who would listen ecstatically that she thought of Kane's presence. Hey lady, said Kane with a bravado she did not feel. Where's the apothecary? The woman's flabby cheeks shook in bewildered anger. How dare this thing speak to me, they seemed to say. But Kane saw that in her eyes was a different emotion. Fear. Yeah, we're both scared, lady. Trust me on this one. Which way? Kane repeated. The woman pointed at a small building to her right before hitching up her dress and stumbling off in the other direction. Kane cringed, expecting a stone to come flying from the assembled crowd, but none came. Her mind was filled with a strange sense of pride as she made
Kane rolling nat 20s on an intimidation check without realizing she's doing it.
Yep. Her mind was filled with a strange sense of pride as she made her way to the apothecary, but her new emotion had little time to take root. As soon as she opened the door, she noticed a familiar customer at the counter. It was Demo. He clearly had been sent here on some family errand because his gang of followers was nowhere to be found.
Oh good! Kick his ass!
Oh my god, he spattered. I mean, what are you doing here, freak? The insult was delivered without force, and Kane was happily ignored it. Stretching on her tiptoes to see over the counter, she asked the shopkeeper for the medicine. Ha! Barked Demo. That old bitch finally keel over? Go to hell, Demo. The boy's eyes grew wide as they seemed ready to fall out of his head, but before he could let fly a combat, or worse, a punch, the apothecary told them to knock it off before he kicked them out of the store. Demo slunk out of the shop, cursing Kane under his breath. Once he was gone, she allowed herself to breathe once more, taking a brief tour of the shop while the owner prepared her medicine. Countless tiny bottles filled in the cramped store, each with a label written in some indecipherable language. An ocean of aromas assaulted her nose, creating a scent that was exotic, but not altogether unpleasant. Seeing such a variety of supplies gave Kane a sense of peace. Certainly, in a world so vast, there would be a place she could call home. On the far wall behind the counter rested a portrait of a stunning young girl. The picture had once contained bright, vibrant colors, but time had worked its cruel magic and they were beginning to fade. The beauty of the work, however, remained undiminished. Like the picture? Kane turned to find the apothecary with a small vial of medicine in his hand. His eyes were gentle but sad. They seemed to stare through her and nothing else as he spoke. That's my daughter. I sketched her when she was just a little girl. She's been dead a long time now. And I didn't know how to respond. She just stared at the portrait and tried to come up with the right words. Pictures are wonderful things, continued the shopkeep. They let the ones closest to you live on forever. He shook his head slightly and then looked down at Kane and smiled, handing her the medicine. He reached into his sizable green apron and produced a handful of old wax crowns. You should have these. There's no one left that I wish to draw. Aww. Kane took an instinctive step back, causing the shopkeeper's face to darken. Yes, I've heard the rumors about you, he said. It's a small village. Word travels quickly. That's true. Between you and me, I'm not sure which of them to believe, but I also don't think that they matter much. I know your grandmother, Kali, and I think the way that she was driven out of this town is deplorable. Grandma's name is Kali? Kane thought suddenly. She's still mulling this new fact over in her mind as she reached out and gently took the crowns from the apothecary's hands. Your grandmother's an old friend of mine, he said, as Scott and I scooted away yet again. I owe her much. I wager she would like it if you drew a picture of her. Yes, I think she would like that very much. Kane murmured a quiet agreement, but instead of her heart was bursting. Never before had a villager treated her with anything but complete contempt. It was tiny, almost imperceivable step, but it was a step nonetheless. With enough tiny steps, she might one day discover the rest of the world. I feel emotions. But when Kane returned home, she found her grandmother asleep in bed. Her feet were blackened and raw, even bleeding in a bit places, leading Kane to think that she had been pacing around the room until exhaustion finally caught up with her. She placed the medicine by her grandmother's pillow and turned to leave, but found the old woman's hand collapsed around her arm. Uh-oh. Back already, are you? Asked her grandmother with a yawn. Come here, let me have a look at you. Grandma sat up and examined Kane from head to toe. Finally satisfied that nothing terrible had befallen her grandchild, she led back and allowed herself to relax. Well, how was it? Those bastards give you any trouble? It's kind of fun, Kane said with a small smile. No, seriously, it was. Fun, eh? Asked her grandmother in a voice which implied she believed anything but. Uh-huh. So anytime you need me to run an errand, just let me know. As she spoke, Kane removed the crowns from her pocket. In a brief explanation of their source, she informed her grandma that she was going to sketch her portrait. Aww. Everyone, aww.
Oh.
Portrait of me? Ridiculous. No one wants to stare at a wrinkled old crone. But Grandma, it'll make you live forever. Ah, childhood whimsy. Horse shit, said her grandmother, throwing back the sheet from her bed. Living forever will just piss me off. I put those crowns away and help with dinner. But Kane would not relent, and in the end, Grandma found herself leaning against the wall of their house as if posing it for a master artist. Ha ha! Kane took up the crowns, eyed her subject carefully, and set to work. I need to see what Kane drew! I want to see what
I do wish to see this art.
Just as her grandmother was about to nod off, Kane finished the piece. After staring at it for a bit, she released it from her grip and let it slowly drift to the floor. It's terrible. It doesn't look like you at all. I'm sorry, Grandma. I thought these crowns would, you know, make drawing easy or something. Child! As an
Oh my goodness.
Child, as an
Actual
artist.
child.
Actual child. As an artist, I can tell you, no matter how fancy brushes or crowns or supplies you get, you still need to learn the skills. AI ain't gonna help you, and neither is this crayon. I did not pop out of my mother's vagina being able to draw like a Picasso, okay? Well, not like Da Vinci. The old woman's eyes narrowed at her granddaughter's disappointment. Let me be the judge of that, she said, ignoring the pain in her back and reaching for the paper. The sketch could have been a person's face, but it also could have been a boulder, a lump of clay, or an incredibly misshapen loaf of bread. All rendered in a chaotic array of colors.
Oh.
I should not laugh at a child's attempt at art. I should not laugh at a child's attempt at art. But the bread.
Damn if that ain't funny.
Oh yeah. The old woman stared at the picture for a long time, then slowly wheezed out a laugh. Okay, good. We're doing the right thing. Oh, Kane, she said between laughter. You truly are my blood. You're as clumsy as me, and I love it. But, hush. Won't hear any more of this bull about how ugly you think it is. It came from the heart, and I'll treasure it always. Put it on the fridge. Put it on the fridge. Put it on the fridge. There was no fridge. Put it on the fridge. True to her words, the old woman gave the picture a place of honor above the kitchen table. Good enough. In the days that followed, Kane would often catch her staring at that portrait with a strange smile on her face, an action she interpreted as a silent, mocking laughter. A week later, Kane could stand it no longer and asked her grandmother to take the artwork down. Aye. Posh, said the old woman. I'll take it down when they roll me in my shroud. She pondered this for a bit, then turned to Kane and dropped to one knee. Listen to me, girl. Seeing this picture makes me happy in a way I've never felt before. And it makes me want to go... And it makes me want to go on, so that someday you can feel the same happiness. Oh. I love Babushka.
We love Babushka so much.
It was a moment that buried itself in Kane's memory, a perfect blend of pride and love and joy that came together to form a lifelong remembrance. She swore she never forgot this moment, to never forget the old woman who had made her place in the world possible. Time moves on, people and memories move in and out of life like ghosts passing through a hall. Wow, we're getting dramatic here. Or poetic. But this moment will be different, Kane swore, because I will remember it forever. Forever. Kane's dreams!
Ever and ever.
Kane's dream. Separation. Kane listened to Kane listened to the sound of crackling firewood and stared at the black object on her plate. She had been pushing it around the wooden disc for a good 10 minutes, ignoring a bemused stare of her grandmother. Finally, she summoned her courage and gave the object a brief sniff. A sharp, bitter scent flew up her nostrils and made its home there, causing her face to twist in disgust. Grandma, I can't believe you want me to eat a bug. The old woman threw some more wood under the cooking pot and snorted. It's no bug, you fool. It's a berry. Why the hell would I be feeding you bugs? Yeah, well, it sure looks like a bug, said Kane. And I think it's burnt or something because it smells terrible. With that, Kane held her nose and threw the berry in her mouth, chewing it as little as possible. Ah, the classic Brussels sprout technique.
Yes.
That is the sprout technique. Help. Oh yeah, that's terrible, all right. Why, you little brat, laughed the old woman. Look at the sass on you. You've been spending too much time with me, that's a fact. 5 years had passed since the moment when Kane's grandmother saved her from the bullies. Aww. As is often the way with two stubborn people, the relationship had grown into fits and starts, but moved forward all the same. Meals that used to be somber affairs were now filled with laughter and hurtled abuse in equal measure. Kane could not remember.
The best family dynamic.
Yes. Kane could not remember a time when she had been happier. As the years went by, Kane started to shoulder more and more of the daily responsibilities. Her grandmother's legs grew weaker by the day, and she could no longer do many of the chores she used to take for granted. And so this morning, found Kane lacing up her work boots with a breakfast of burnt berry rolling through her belly. Burnt berry. Where are you going today, asked Grandma suddenly. Kane looked up surprised. The old woman really asked for specifics anymore. Well, I was going to check out the clemma trees to see if they were ripe. I thought we could make some jam or something. Oh, and I'm going to pick up some flagstones so I need to take the wheelbarrow. Flagstones? What in hell for? Kane stared at her grandma and then held out an arm and swept it around their home. Constructed mostly of cloth, rope, and rubble, the old place sagged like a boxer in the final round. Grandma, a dying cat could chew through this house. I'm going to build a stone wall so we have some protection. The old woman laughed, exposing her toothless grin to the world. Goddamn, girl, if a bunch of thieves want to ransack this old place, let them come. We got nothing worth stealing anyway. I'm not worried about thieves. I'm worried about shades. People saw one west of the village yesterday. The old woman tilted her head and stared at her granddaughter. Well, shoot, I don't know why you'd have to do it today. We'll worry about it some other. Grandma, no. If I don't go to the clemma trees, we won't eat tonight. You know that. Confused expression passed on the old woman's face for a moment, then when she was a small child lost at a carnival. Yes, she said after a bit. Of course you're right. I'm sorry, Kane. Lately it seems my mind is... She didn't finish the thought. Instead of walking over her nightstand and gently taking the wreath of lunar tears from the drawer, the flower petals had aged to a brilliant whiteness, and Kane thought it was more beautiful now than the day she first received it. You're going to be a true woman soon, Grandma said as she placed the flower on the girl's hair. So that means less chatter about shades and building defensive walls, and more talking about how beautiful you've become. Grandma's gone senile.
Babushka is going senile.
Oh, great. No, I kind of reached up to remove the garland, but the look on her grandma's face stopped her hand. You're a beautiful thing, said the old woman, and there ain't another like you out there in all the world. I'm very proud of you. Okay, maybe she's not going too senile. Okay, Grandma, that's enough goddamn compliments for one day. Such a mouth on you. Where did that come from? Gee, I wonder. Wow, this sounds like...
Gee, Babushka.
Gee, this sounds like a conversation I've had with my own mother. I'll teach you to sass me, girl, yelled Grandma. Suddenly, she lurched forward and grabbed Kane by the ears, pulling her around the room with a crazed grin on her face. Grandma! Yelled in a quaking voice. Grandma, stop it! What the hell? The old woman stared into her blink, then slowly held her wrinkled hands as if it was the first time she ever seen them. I don't know what happened there. I'm sorry. Sometimes my mind just... Babushka's gone senile. Kane thought the look
Babushka has indeed gone senile.
Thought the look on her grandma's face was the most heartbreaking thing she'd ever seen. Listen, she began. Maybe I should stay home after all. No, I won't have you stay here to keep an eye on an old codger like me. Go get your fruit and your wall or whatnot. I'll be fine. And when you come back, I'll have a nice grasshopper dinner waiting for you. Kane rolled her eyes, then kissed her grandma on the forehead and made ready to depart, trying desperately to ignore the worry that was gnawing at the walls of her heart. Kane could feel the old woman's eyes watching her as she moved down the path. Don't turn around, she told herself. At the end of the day, temptation was too great. She spun on her heel for one final look and saw a small, bent woman standing in front of a ramshackle hut with a sad expression on her face. Fuck. God, she looks so old now. It's like the wind could reach down and just carry her away. Now, that's what I feel like when I see my grandma. Oh, God, I'm gonna get some emotional damage. Says, you got the tissues ready, right?
Why do you think I nipped back in once I found out my D&D session weren't happening?
Kane worried about her grandmother all day, causing her work to suffer. What little fruit she could collect was tossed carelessly into the wheelbarrow. She only found a couple of stones before losing interest in the project. Finally, as dusk approached, she decided to call it a day. Wrestling herself with a lack of focus, Kane pushed a nearly empty wheelbarrow down the path. As she crested the final hill, she suddenly froze in place. The wheelbarrow fell from her fingers and collapsed on its side, sending a few pieces of wrinkled brown fruit rolling down back on the hill. No, the fruit! Her gaze was transfixed by a thick black cloud that hovered just ahead. Tracing its path with a finger, Kane suddenly felt her stomach knot in on itself. Oh gods, no!
She set the house on fire.
Her grandmother's house was ablaze, the flames licking up as if trying to touch the sky itself. You were saying? Grandma! Grandma! Kane ran, then faster and faster. She had never moved in her life. Once she tripped on a stone and went sprawling down into the rocky ground, but she leapt to her feet and continued running, unmindful of the blood that spilled from her wounded hands and knees. As she got closer and closer, Kane's mind began to race in time with her footfalls. It's too dark. It's too dark. Not just fire. It can't just be fire. Too much smoke. Gotta save her. Gotta save her. She burst into the front yard and came to a sudden halt. Her worst suspicion confirmed. The smoke from the fire was mingling with the thick, inky blackness of an enormous shade. Back! The massive creature supported itself on its 3 twisted feet. It achieved the balance through means of a large armored tail. Scales, horns, and claws spouted from its body in a random chaotic pattern, giving it the appearance of a lizard designed by some insane god. This is a very good D&D description, by the way.
Right?
I'm like, I want to fight this in D&D. Roll for initiative. Seeing Kane, it let out a roar and flicked out its tail, sending small whirlwinds spinning around the yard. For a moment, the creature retreated into a simmering, inking blackness, as if it was its mind unable to comprehend that such a thing could actually exist. But then the smell hit her, a blend of rotten meat and excrement. The horror became real once more. The creature bellowed again. This time, Kane responded with a scream of her own. Can we have one little angry Kane scream, please? Ah! All right, you bastard, she thought as her scream echoed through the high cliffs around them. It's you or me, let's go! The shade eyed Kane with amused interest. Then it began looking at her from the house and back again, as if urging her to look at the destruction it had so gleefully wrought. Through the smoke and with the dread building in her heart, Kane glanced down towards the house. Through the smoke and flames, she spotted a small figure struggling to escape the ruins. Grandma! Babushka! Grandma!
Babushka!
At the sound of her voice, the old woman began waving frantically. She's alive, she thought Kane. Alive! Kane's legs sprang to life as she raced across the yard towards the flaming wreckage of the house. Before she could advance more, in a few steps, the Slade opened its mouth and let out a roar powerful enough to uproot trees, sending them flying. The blast sent Kane tumbling through the air before smashing her against the rocky earth. Stars danced in front of her eyes as she tried to remember how her legs worked. Get up! Get up! Get up! Get up! Get up! Get up! No! As Kane struggled to her feet, the Shade stomped towards the house and pinned her grandmother to the ground with the tip of its claw. The old woman struggled to move the claw from her stomach, but she might as well have been pushing a mountain. She coughed briefly, sending a small spray of blood into the air, then collapsed into the ground, her energy spent. Kane lurched forward to her feet, only to fall back to the earth with a gasp. Her ankles were on fire. One or both of them were surely broken. Ignoring the pain that screamed through her body, she began dragging herself across the ground, leaving a drunken trail of dust and blood in her wake. Grandma! Hold on! Just a little longer! Her grandmother's face was turning blue, her eyes rolling back until only the whites were exposed. She's doing a full Undertaker. Kane pulled herself across the ground with mangling slowness, the distance seeming to increase with every second that passed. The Shade glanced between the two women and flicked out its tongue, its giant mouth turning up at the corners. Short, panting breaths belched from somewhere deep inside its core. Bastard! Laughing at us! She had no idea how such a mindless creature could experience emotion, but there could be no doubt the Shade was taking joy in their suffering. Yeah, I see your plan. Shade moved its claw slightly, allowing Grandma to breathe again. It was clearly keeping her alive, only to snuff her life out when Kane was close enough to touch her. This Shade is a cat. I'm gonna kill this bastard. Yes. Summoning all her strength, Kane rose to her feet. There was a sickening snap from her right ankle as the foot twisted backwards. Ah! But she forced...
That is a very broken ankle.
but she forced it from her mind and began hobbling towards the monster, pulling a small knife from the pouch of her waist. She leapt on the foot that pinned her grandmother and plunged the weapon deep. "Give her back!" she screamed. "Give her back to me!" It was like stabbing a rock. After a few swipes, the knife broke at the hilt with a dull snap. The shade panted laughter, then it raised its tail and sent her rushing through the air towards the young girl that was latched to its foot. Kane never had a chance. The tail struck her square in the chest and sent her crashing into the burning wreckage of the home. As she lay on the ground with blood pouring from multiple wounds, a small, weak voice spoke up. "Kane?" Kane's vision blurred, but she forced herself to focus on the sound. Finally, her eyes cleared, enough for her to make out her grandmother's hands reaching out through the smoke. "Grandma? Kane, you gotta run. You can't mess this one." Kane grabbed the hands and held on with all her strength. "Grandma, come on, we have to go." The old woman coughed loudly. One of her hands slick with blood slipped from Kane's grasp and thumped to the ground below. "Grandma! No!" "I said run, goddammit! You have to live. You have to get through." Thought would stay forever unfinished before she could say another word. The shade's clawed foot descended, smashing through the remains of the roof, and down upon the shattered figure of the old woman. Blood oozed from gaps in the creature's toes as the terrible, putrid smell assaulted Kane's nose once again. She stared at the foot, dumbfounded, convinced that what she was seeing could not possibly be real. When the creature finally lifted its appendage, all that remained underneath was a twisted, unrecognizable mass of rubble and red.
Oh no!
Her grandmother was gone. Kane blinked, trying to feel the hands which had been in hers just a moment before. For a fleeting instant, she could remember the warmth of that embrace, the trembling of the fingers. But then the sensation drifted away on the breeze and was gone. Memories flashed through Kane's mind, one after the other, faster and faster, until it became a mingless jangle of noise. Kane screamed, a thunderous sound that echoed off the cliffs, seeming to roll away forever. The shade eased forward, black ichor pouring from its mouth and dissolving into smoke on the ground below. The earth shook with every step as it crept towards its prey. Kane's body slowly rose as if controlled by a mad puppet master. Her arms and legs were bent at impossible angles, her head lolled dangerously to the side, yet somehow she managed to stand. Oh, that's horrifying. Staring at the shades, her eye began to glow with a deep red flare. The creature, so confident just moments before, took a slow, hesitant step backwards, trying to discern if this broken human could possibly pose a threat. Yes!
This one can.
Kane seized the moment. Laughing like a madwoman, she leaped into the air and plunged the shattered hilt of her knife deep into the leg of the shade. The shade shook Kane off like a fly, sending her crashing to the earth once again. Her chest rose and fell slowly, as if a great weight were resting on it. Most of the sounds of pains echoed through her mind. Something warm and thick oozed from her ears. Ew!
Yep.
Is that blood? I think I'm bleeding to death. No, can't die. Grandma told me to live. Deep inside Kane's mind, something finally broke her. The sound of pain, the smoke of flames, it all faded away until all that remained was a single incantation, repeated over and over again. Where is my knitting needle? It fell on the floor. That was not the incantation, by the way. That was my knitting. That would be a little Pacific. Kill it. Kill it.
Kill it with fire.
No, just kill it. Just kill it. 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 You guys get the point. Kill it now. As that spark that was Kane slowly began to flicker and die, she felt her desire to kill and her desire to live blended to one. Ugh. The distance between heartbeats grew longer and longer and longer.
Fight and rage are powerful motivators.
Hello! Kane has just now gained 2 levels in Barbarian!
Kane would like to rage.
She's alive! Everyone celebrate! Go yay!
Approaches.
Oh, the beast.
I know.
Oh, the beast is approaching. We have to fight it. So, Saz, remember when I told you that when you do the second playthrough, the knife is going to twist extra?
Yeah.
You'll see why in a second.
Wait, we are on second playthrough now?
Yeah?
Damn. Did not realize you were that close to the end.
I didn't know either.
How did it even survive?
How did you
these past 5
speed
years?
run through so much of that
Not
game?
gonna let this happen again. It dies today.
Magic.
My sword feels lighter.
Uh-huh.
It's not the blade, but the
Why?
skill of the user. Strike it down.
What did you do?
I'm on easy mode. That's the main reason.
Oh, touche. And we do have all the weapons maxed out.
Maxed out. I think we have all the. Well, no, we got 2 weapons left. We got the 2 weapons in the shower. I should have all the weapons, but it acts like I don't. I don't know why. Well, first playthrough it doesn't. So
Second playthrough, it will now act like we have all the weapons.
it's gonna be all like, oh shit, why? How did you get all the weapons? Spy.
We definitely have all of the weapons, yes?
According to my checking, and we can check again once the scene is over. Squishy. We killed the pickle! Again. Yay. Honey! Sweetheart!
Wait, hang on, is that Shade the one that killed Grandma?
No, oh, no, the shade that killed Grandma, we technically killed in part 1. Hane's dreams! Encounter! We're not done yet!
Son of a bitch!
Also, hi,
That's to say,
Minder.
I do not remember this from the last fucking playthrough!
Yeah, because this is timeline 2!
Electric Boogaloo.
Gently, weakly. So gently. Wait, slowly, gently. Music shall caress you. Wait, wrong game. Softly.
Wrong game.
Not helping! The shade that its tormentor was dead turned and stomped off towards the horizon, stomping along the way to bellow one final roar. Couldn't kill it. Shame beyond imagining, Kane tried to turn her head to the side, but only succeeded in coughing up a huge gout of blood. Ew.
And both lungs are collapsed.
It was getting difficult to see, and only after a moment of fierce concentration did she realize that her left eye was gone.
Ah.
Oh. Ah, I see we went that far in Barbarian.
Yes.
Laughing at herself, she turned her remaining eye to the ruins of her home and noticed a ragged stump of an arm resting a few feet away. Uh-oh.
Oh no.
Yeah.
What is left of Grandma?
Yeah, that's mine, she thought with a mad giggle. This is gonna make clapping a real bitch. Ha! Cried a sudden voice from the depth of her mind. Finally gonna die, are you? Well, you had it coming. Go to hell, Demo, she thought as an unseen assailant. Go to hell before I pluck your eyes out and feed them to a dog. The voice of her childhood terror evaporated into smoke, only to be replaced by another, more recent voice. Hold still, said the apothecary, materializing from the ruins like a ghost. I want to draw you. That way you can live forever. No, stop. I don't want to live forever. I want to die right here. I see, he said quietly. Well, if that's what you want. The spectral shopkeeper fluttered in and out of existence for a moment, and produced a piece of paper and sketched quickly. After a few seconds, he turned the page to Kane and smiled. She rejected my offer. I decided to draw someone else. It was a picture of her grandmother, real as life. Kane opened her mouth to thank the man, but stopped as the picture began to blacken in the middle. Before she could say anything, dozens of multi-legged insects began to swarm across the image, tearing at it with sharpened pincers. Why? Why you gotta ruin this moment? Why? Why the insects? Why the insects? Sorry. Stop! No! Don't hurt that picture! Kane reached out with her remaining arm and waved it futilely at the air. To her surprise, the insects fell off the picture to the ground below, where they vanished into tiny black tendrils of smoke. Relieved, Kane turned her good eye back to the picture, only to open her mouth in a silent scream. Ah! The sketch now showed her grandmother as if she truly was, a smashed, unrecognizable lump of nothing. Kane, you are going through what is the final delusions before death.
Correct.
This is what happens when you take a lot of points in exhaustion.
Yup.
The apothecary smiled, then broke into a jolly dance. See that? He cried as he danced his jig. It's perfect now. She looks just like you. Ha-cha-cha-cha. Look, I look like that? Oh, God. Oh god, I'm gonna die. I'm gonna die. Drowning in despair, Kane laid her head back to the mud and spoke of her ruined house, and waited for the end to come. Just before she could let everything go, an unfamiliar voice began whispering in her ear. Ain't you got a wish, sunshine? The voice was vulgar and fierce at the same time. Oh great, we're going crazy now. As if instantly it had somehow found a way to take form, Kane wanted to scream at the voice that crawled under her skin, but her lungs refused to work. You know, a wish? Like a prayer or something? Why don't you get on your knees and start praying to heaven? I don't know why I gave this guy a weird southern accent, but it works.
No, it feels like it should be something appropriate and southern.
Please, invisible man in the sky, save me, save me! Ha 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 ha! And I finally resort to shouting at the voice with her mind. Don't make wishes, they don't come true for me. I'm a curse, a freak. I should be left to die. The other voice boomed in her ears. Oh god, you are the best. Kane glazed down and saw a black, shiny substance oozing from her legs. She tried to brush it away, but her remaining arm would no longer respond. The substance slowly crept around her feet, then began to move up towards the rest of her body. I feel like I should be doing an Alucard impression now that I'm thinking about it, but I can't do that, so we stick to the southern accent.
Yep.
Is this death? Is this what it's like? Or is this my mind losing yourself? Yes! The answer! Yes.
The answer is simply, yes.
She could feel the slime oozing upwards, feeling the hot, searing pain it left in its wake. Whatever might else be happening, she was alive, and this was real. Come on, said the voice. Let it go. Kane tried to ignore the voice and concentrate on the pain, but the newcomer would have none of it. Don't ignore me, sunshine. You're ready to give up, ready to die, so why not let me have it? Have what? Your body! Come on, give it to me. Give it to me. I want to stand on the ground, feel the rain, taste the wind. The voice paused as if its licking its lips when resumed. It was filled with mad, unabated joy. And I want to take your hands and use them to choke the goddamn life out of people. I want to tear out their throats and bathe in the blood, just like before. Demon!
Demon indeed.
I'm holding up a cross right now. In response, Kane shifted her hand and vomited. The warmth of it crept down her front and mingled with the pain of the encroaching black ooze. Yay! Good thing I'm not eating right now!
Yup.
Are you a shade? Yeah, maybe. What of it? Slime reached her face and creeped up past her nose and slowly oozed into the socket of her missing eye. Ugh, I'm glad I'm not eating. The moment it touched her brain, Kane was struck by the most powerful sensation she ever felt in her life. It was ecstasy.
Nani?
Nani? She wanted to scream with delight, but all she could manage was a small, whispered moan. Nani again.
Nani?
Feels good, don't it? Asked the voice with a chuckle. Yeah, what can I say? I know how to please the ladies. Now give me that body. Come on, give me the body and I'll give you more of this feeling. It's a fair trade. Blah! Blah!
Ugh.
Blah! Maybe this is because I'm a woman, but blah! A black lump began to protrude from Kane's sides. As she watched, it grew larger, longer, and thicker. I'm sorry, what? Oh wait, side, not front. Okay. Eventually taking the form of her missing arm. Okay, read your sentence fully before reacting, Cat. I can see better, she thought. My eye must be growing back too. Yes, Kane, you are totally Wolverine right now.
You are Wolverining this bullshit.
Slime reached up to envelop the rest of her face, but she managed to brush it away. Stop, she whispered, marveling how she regained her voice. Stop! The black ooze hesitated, considering this request, then quickly shimmered down her body before disappearing into a cloud of smoke. And what the hell, sunshine? Screamed the voice. We had a deal. I thought you wanted to die. Grandma said, I can't die yet. A brief image of her grandmother, bloodied and broken, flashed before her eyes. She saw the shade that had killed her and heard its mocking laughter, then closed her eyes to force the image from her mind. Her whole body was quaking with rage. When she opened her eyes again, they burned bright red. Ow! That thing took my grandmother. I have to kill it before I die. Kane glanced down and saw the mysterious pattern, the pattern of the shades, burn itself into her left arm. Well, I'll be damned, the voice said the voice cheerfully. Look at that, Sunshine. I think you and me are gonna be good friends now. It so works, this accent.
It does.
I hate that. Kane stared intently at her arm. The more emotional she felt, the more the letter seemed ready to puncture her skin and begin infecting the rest of her body. The arm clearly had a will of its own now. Stop. Gotta stop. Holding her left arm in her right, Kane took a deep breath and tried to calm herself. Come on, don't fight it, pleaded the voice. Hate's my favorite dish and I'm hungry. Let it go. Feel the anger. Burn within the fire of revenge. Thirst for blood, then go out there and... Shut up! Get the hell out of my body! Your body? Oh, that's rich, Sunshine. Real rich. Look, why don't you just up and die so I can have this body all to myself? What do you say? I bet those buddies of yours in the area would love to see you dead. Kane grabbed the nearby shard of grass and tried to saw off the shade-infected portion of her side. Before she could, her darkened left hand grabbed her right wrist, crushing it. Kane screamed and dropped the shard as the sound of bone crunching on bone filled the air. Ugh.
Ugh.
Stupid idiot girl, you're possessed now, Sunshine, and there ain't no going back. The voice laughed again, a loud wail that seemed to go on without end. Possessed? Whispered Kane. Yeah, possessed. You and me, we got what you might call a timeshare agreement. Remember how folks used to think you were a freak? Well, wait till they get a load of you now. Oh boy! Kane looked up, tears in her eyes. The sky seemed smaller, somehow, darker. Is this because of that shade? Is this how they see the world? So, listen, heard the voice. I know this whole possession theme seems a bit sudden, but it ain't all bad. There's plenty in it for you, too. I'm a very powerful creature, Sunshine, and now that power belongs to you. Oh, God! You got enemies? People you want to kill? I can make it happen. That little fat kid who kept picking on you? That big old shade that squashed your granny? We'll wrap them up in their own assholes. No more abuse for you, Sunshine. No more pain. Wait, you're a shade. Why would I help you kill another shade? What do you think, I'm some kind of racist? Some killing snob? Imagine if a demon said that to you while you were in D&D.
Murder is murder in this individual's eyes.
Yep. I don't give a good goddamn who you murder, honey pants. I just want to drink from the well. You say that. Kane considered this as she struggled to her feet, the power of the shade coursing through her. The smoke from her house was drifting away with the wind, and she enjoyed the way the cool evening breeze felt on her new left arm. Another long pause. His voice spoke up again. So, how about it? You and me? We could have some good times together. Look, I'll even take care of the body part you don't want. Ah! And there's the confirmation that she is intersex.
Yep.
Thumbs up. Fuck off, asshole, muttered Kane. I'll handle the killing. Screamed the voice. Look at you go! Oh, Sunshine, we are gonna have so much fun. So listen, my name's Tyron, and if you ever need me, I'll just be hanging out in this piece of meat you call a heart. Now get to it. The more you kill, the more your heart turns rotten and sour, and I like rotten and sour. Kane found herself nodding at the voice. Yeah, she said, yeah, I think this can work. I'm gonna find that shade and I'm gonna strangle it with its own guts. And when I'm done, I'm gonna do the same with you, Tyran. Count on it. Ha! Laughed Tyran. I've shit bigger than you, so good luck with that. Oh, and hey, one more thing. Right now, you and me are sharing this body, but if you ever run out of hate, if you ever, go soft, then I'm gonna take over everything. So keep killing, Sunshine, and watch your back. The voice grew fainter and gradually faded away, fading to somewhere deep inside Kane herself. Kane waited until she was sure the voice was gone, then waved her new left arm around a few times. Feels perfectly normal, she thought. Feels like mine. Desperately, she began poking and prodding at the new limb, determined to find something wrong with it. She didn't. She didn't want it to feel normal. That would mean the creature inside her already won. I'm not a shade. I'm Kane. Repeating this mantra in her mind, she slowly began digging through the rubble of her house, being careful to ignore a certain red spot in the corner. Finally, after what seemed like an eternity of heartbreaking work, she found what she was looking for. It was the wreath of lunar tears. Though it had been through hell and back, the garland petals were still as bright as ever. Kane started to place it on her hair, slowly lowered the wreath and stared at it. I'm sorry, Grandma. I'm sorry. But I don't deserve to wear this anymore. I'm possessed, corrupted, a freak. And this time, I don't think there's any going back. Putting the flowers to her heart, Kane fell to the ground and sobbed. As night gradually lightened to dawn and the people of the area rose to their daily lives, she remained in that position as if tears could somehow wash away the horror that now infected her world.
Alive.
Ugh.
Stay alive.
God!
Yay, trauma!
Yay,
Stay
trauma!
alive.
Yay, cutscene! I can breathe.
Kaine, you gotta live. You gotta come back to us.
Damn it, Emil! I was having a nice dream. Hi, Kane. Ah! How would it feel waking up and you have book just Liam O'Brien book just staring at you, judging? Now you know why her arm is bandaged and leg are bandaged up like that.
Yep.
You've learned, children. I can feel my butt falling asleep. I sat on it funny again.
You were the one calling me.
Whoops.
Weren't
I'm gonna
you?
stop doing that. I am
You still recognize me?
Of course. I knew you right away.
Aww.
Thank you, Kaine.
Welcome back, Kane.
We did it! Kane's alive again!
Wow.
Yay!
You grew up.
We have the WAP.
So- How long has it been?
5 years.
5 years.
Young man, you too can become a hero.
Little ironic where the camera was posted when you did that. You did-
Ironically enough, the same time skip as Final Fantasy 15.
Shit.
No, 15 is
That's a
10
long
years.
time.
I thought it was 5.
10.
Any luck with Yona?
We are still no closer to finding her. We need a way to locate the Shadow Lord.
By the way, this is for you.
Is that a lunar tear?
It's not as good as your grandmother's, but I tried.
No, it's great. Thank you.
Kaine waking from her long petrified sleep.
Yay, more talking.
Emil's unflagging kindness. Our reunion was a happy one, and we let it wash over us like rain.
Who's sprinkling water on
Nice.
us?
Until Devila and Popola had to go and ruin it all.
Damn you, devil on Popola.
And I thought I just disabled the sprinkler systems.
Are you kidding me? You can't be serious!
Please try to understand. People are tired and scared, and I'm sorry. I'm sorry you have to bear the brunt of that.
This is crap, and you know it!
It's okay. We can sleep outside.
No one's sleeping outside. You and Kaine saved this village, and now they want to run you out?
People are afraid of us. And really, I understand. I mean, look at me. As long as you're still with us, I can deal with it. Right, Kaine?
I'm used to sleeping outside.
But
We'll see you later.
Sorry about this.
Emotion.
What is the matter?
Kaine always sleeps outside.
It is copious amounts of the
I
bullshit.
never thought about that. Never even occurred to me. Damn it.
We should turn in.
How much longer? Some of us have to poo. No, we
I
don't.
didn't get much sleep that
I'm
night.
fine in that department. Thank you very much.
For the first time in my life, I hated Devila.
Oh my god. And trust me, won't be the first time you hate Devila. Trust
For
me.
the first time in my life, I doubted Popola.
Won't be the first time that. Won't be the last time with that one either.
But those feelings are pointless in the end.
No, they're not. I need everyone just to imagine me just like leaping
They
in an
said
arc
they
over
did
these
what they
words.
did for the sake of the village.
Yes, and there's there's a small cat going, yee!
To protect it from the horror of the shades.
I thought he said protected from the whore. I'm like, leave Kane out of this! She's not a whore! He just dresses sexy like.
Really, how can I blame Devila and Popola?
And constantly gets called a hussy.
In the
By
end,
a certain
I'm just
book
as
voiced
bad.
by Liam O'Brien.
O'Brien.
Have you Liam O'Brien book?
Because I never once stopped to think about Kane and Emil's situation myself.
We all saw this before. We can talk over it. Blah.
Bleh.
Are we done yet? Nope.
We done yet?
Nope.
Done yet?
More cutscene. Grabs you. More cutscene. Eat the popcorn.
Yeah.
It's cheese
Eat
flavored.
the popcorn, take the
I
meds.
should apologize to Kane and Emil. But what good would that even do? Wait, is that...
Oh, this is a different cutscene.
Campfires are weird, aren't they?
Campfires are weird.
I feel like I could stare at them. I'm so happy to get to talk to you again, Kane.
Aww.
Yeah, me too.
I tried everything I could think of to save you, you know. I polished you with a special cloth. I poured warm water over you.
Wait, you poured water on me?
Yeah, but it didn't really do much except make you all shiny.
Oh, Emil, our sweet summer boy. Who sacrifices himself, by the way, at the end of ending A, apparently.
Hey, Emil.
Damn it.
I guess you noticed how I look different now.
I'm sorry, Emil. I'm sorry for all of it.
Well, I mean, this new form isn't all bad, you know? At least I can look at you when we talk, right?
Yay!
Hey, so why don't you tell me something about yourself?
I'm not very interesting. Sorry.
Come on, I just want to know
Can we
you
actually
better.
get his original form
Please?
back?
No. He's forever like that. He's also like this in Autonoma.
Fine.
Yes, that's the one major connection right there. See that, Emil? Connection to Autonoma. That's all you get, Chad.
This all happened when I was a kid. Before the whole shade possession thing.
Ooh.
My body is... different. And when the villagers found out about it, they started treating me like a freak.
Intersex representation! Yay!
But one person, my grandmother, accepted
Everyone
me
go
just
yay.
as I was.
Yay. Thank you.
No matter how bad things got, she gave me the strength to keep going.
She's really special to you, huh?
Yeah.
Oh, hey! That gives me an idea. Since we cured your petrification, we should start looking for a way to cure your possession in my body.
Aw, Emil is full of hope and whimsy.
I know we can do it if we all work together.
A lot of hope and whimsy.
Heck, it'll
Yep.
probably be super easy.
Okay, a bit too much hope and whimsy. Okay, bit too much hope. Enough whimsy.
Dial it back, Emil!
Dial it back, dial it back. Let's be
Let me
realistic.
guess. More warm water?
Okay, can we just forget I told you about that?
That was a sweet scene. Everyone go aw. Aw. Also, can I please go to the junkyard? I want to upgrade the spear. Wanna upgrade the spear. Wanna upgrade my new spear.
Wait, we have to go through the bullshit. Because we can't upgrade it straight away, because
Oh.
Oh, do we have to go through that bullshit again, where we have to actually get the guy to go back?
We do.
Sleep well,
Fuck!
Sure.
and yet your red eyes tell a different tale. Don't be so hard on yourself, lad.
I need to go see Devila and Popola.
Very well.
Hey, I got some moonflower seeds. Never gonna do the
We
moon.
also need to bitch slap them.
What?
What might
It's like,
that
we
be?
need to go see these two people, yes, and bitch slap them.
It's Mom's diary.
Oh, I found Mom's diary!
I've not heard you speak much about your mother.
This has the extra
Oh.
stuff.
She got the Black Scrawl and died when I was little.
Wait, if you were little, how was your... Oh, wait, your sister could have been alive as well. Okay, never mind. What's we gonna go to?
Apologies for bringing
I'm about to say, sit there and try and remember the age gap between Yona and Nier.
I don't
It's
wanna... Because I keep thinking,
barely
like,
remember
my
her face
sister and
anymore.
my age gap, which is 16 years, and my brain's like, hold on, wait a minute. Not everyone has your life system.
This is the only
About
thing
to
I
say,
have
there's
left
only
of her.
2 years between me and my brother.
Oh, yeah.
Reading it helps remind me of when we were still a family.
What's a family?
I see.
Ohana.
But the final entries get a little strange.
Strange?
In what way?
Well, here, take a look.
We're reading. Ah! Flashbang!
Flashbang through the door!
No more flashbangs!
Say there. Can you not hear me?
God? Why is God voiced like by Liam O'Brien? I thought God was going to be voiced by Alan Rickman. Who wrote this?
Why are you standing about like a slack-jawed ninny?
Ah!
Sorry.
The reference to
Felt
Assault,
like I was-
everyone!
Dreaming or something? Sleeping on one's feet is quite the talent.
Wait, is that your
indeed.
dad?
No,
Come now.
that's Papa
There's
Nier.
the
What he
door.
would have been if you were playing
Right.
Nier
Yeah.
Gestalt back in the
Let's go.
day.
That's what I meant. That's why I said, wait, hang on, is that your dad?
No, Papa Nier, which is basically what everyone used to call Nier's character in Gestalt when it was the original Xbox 360 version. The version that everyone wanted to play as. I mean, he's not bad looking. I don't mind, but like, come on.
It is
guys.
older Nier.
Yeah, much older Nier.
Yeah, you can tell, he's bulked up.
You won't be able to battle until I'll be able to save until the battle's over. Oh, I can do this. Get the ice
We
cream.
can do this.
Get the caffeine. Shoot it straight into my veins. This is the world of the recycled vessel, created to avoid the destruction of all. Music is cool.
Oh, it is.
Yeah, remember what we don't need the whirligig right now. Enemies in the air, enemies in the air.
We need to Dragoon this shit.
This is also some pretty good music.
It is.
Who danced to this? I am unironically raving.
Huh.
What?
You said that. I went, huh, and all I heard was from Phoenix.
Phoenix. Hey, I wanna
Yes.
unironically rave.
Yes, your Auntie Cat is unironically raving.
I'm just like dancing as I'm grooving. Like I'm grooving while gaming. I can do both, people. I'm very multi-talented.
Yes, we can do both.
I will now be the paladin of throwing it back now, y'all.
Yes!
Ow! I threw my back out. I'm dead.
Here's the thing.
But
If that ever becomes enough of a meme that somebody literally stats that on D&D Beyond, I would find that hilarious, because they do have Mother Nightshade, aka the goddess of fuckery, on there.
I miss. How is the goddess of Nightshade doing? Still,
She doing good!
She's still eating her dad's mom.
Oh yeah, she's still playing Yeet the Mama.
I swear, if I ever somehow got the misfortune of having biological sperm donors' ashes, I'm just pulling a Miss Nightshade. Yeet! It's like, you can't yeet your father's ashes. I can yeet my biological sperm donor's ashes, like so. Yeet! Don't worry, he lands softly on the floor.
She had to get an air tag because she kept losing her mother.
How do you lose your mom?
Easily, you hit the urn and have no idea where it landed. Or the cats get in it and decide that, you know, the urn is a pinata they must smack. Cats can and will play with anything. And I mean anything.
There's also this lighting effect. It's like, oh god, it's like the early 2000s. It's taking me back. Taking me back! To what? I don't know. Hi, big boy.
We would like to come murder you now.
This music music is so 2000s, and I love it. It's like Devil May Cry-esque.
Yes, and this is why we love it.
We love Devil May Cry. Speaking of Devil May Cry, the Devil May Cry anime, I like it. Okay?
Correct! Dante is an obnoxious asshole as he was intended to
And
be.
people were like, it's not that great, it's not accurate to the game. I'm sitting here going, yes it is.
Yeah, it fucking is. People do not comprehend how much of an obnoxious asshole Dante can and frequently is.
Oh yeah. A black scroll, a lost tendency, a white book, a false truth. Again, this is kind of cool. Y'all can play like, I want to play as Papaneer. Here, play as Papaneer. God, it is just... Seriously, give me some Devil May Cry music. I need to play Devil Trigger now.
Right.
Bury the lightning. I know that's from the 5th game, shut up.
Oh,
What?
this is the manor.
I know! What manor is this?
This isn't Meals Digs.
Says, willfully choosing to ignore me doing my jokes.
I occasionally do that. Very occasionally.
Again, this just feels so 2000s and I love it.
Really, really.
I feel like I'm in my beanbag
Devil May
chair.
Cry flashbacks. I have played those games.
Oh yeah! Fun fact, I do have all the Devil May Cries, even the one I don't like speaking of.
We do not speak of that one.
DMC.
We do not speak of that one.
I do have it as a potential set goal for when if I hit a certain goal amount of money in gaming. In the Dono-a-thon. I put it as one of the higher ones, don't panic.
Okay.
It's like, why do you want to hurt yourself? This is such a bad game. Either that or I go back to playing Alien Isolation.
Oh.
Yeah, you see which...
What is the lesser of two evils in that scenario?
Oddly enough. It's getting bigger. Bang, bang, bang. Pull my Devil Trigger. I'm fully aware I'm fairly aware that's not Dante's theme, but I can't remember Dante's theme. I can only remember Nero's and Virgil's.
Ah, the two ones that count.
The two ones that count? Am I the only one who likes Virgil?
I just...
Soldiers of Sol calling forth white death. They are Legion, those who are plunged in the darkness. Ah, fuck, Legion!
Ah, we are Legion, for we are a pain in my ass.
Imagine if Legion said that in freaking Mass Effect. We are Legion, therefore I shall be a pain in the ass.
No, I'm quoting Team Force Arabridged. It's a line from Lani. It's like, we are Legion, for we are a pain in my ass.
Yep. Fun fact, I had a sourdough starter named Borg, and I was like, if I split this up, I'm gonna name the second one Legion. Mom's like, really? Yes. Although I had to explain to someone, why did I name my sourdough starter Borg? I go, for it is many, and yet it is one. Do not question the namings of my children.
We do not question in this household.
Listen, I know a guy who named his sourdough starter Yorick, okay?
Alas, poor Yorick, I knew him well.
He is now delicious bread.
Yes, Phoenix?
Is she still unironically raving?
Yes, Phoenix. She is still unironically raving, and you want to play. You are slowly dragging all of your cat toys out of the tree. You have, like... Did you get all 5 of them? Oh my various data. Oh, no, you only got 3 out.
So far.
She has 5 plastic springs now in total. She has dragged 3 of them. She should have 6. We do not know where number 6 has gone. We are hoping she has not consumed it. But at this point, I would not put it past her.
Hey, he says, you
We
know
just
that one...
can't find whatever particular piece of figure out which particular piece of furniture she has knocked it under.
He says, remember that one job you jokingly say you had? AKA yell at me when my health is over half?
Health!
Obtained! One-handed sword! Fool's embrace!
Oh, new weapon.
Come on, give me the achievement! The dragon's corpse brought death to the world, differing unto in the power of magic. Magic. Swirly gig of death!
Well, the gig of death, my beloved.
Spin the wind, bishops!
Spin the wind, baby!
The only problem is with this lighting, it's hard to see. Oh, motherfucker! God, this is like Devil May Cry! Big random motherfucker out of the way, coming out of nowhere!
Oh god, it is Devil May Cry.
I don't want to play Devil May Cry, but I told myself after Automata I might do Rebirth. Remake. I killed him!
Woo!
Oh, come on! There was some angry shouting of that! In the black stillness, sickness stains the future. Their journey returned to the soulless vessels. Oh, how much more killing do I have to do? Okay, that's it, buddy. Where is it? Where is it? Where's my sword? Oddly enough, that doesn't feel as slow when I'm doing it with Big Guy here. Oh god, platforming!
Oh gods, why?
Oh gods, why? Oh, this music is really good! I'm like, if I have the option to change the music in this fight, I'm doing it to this. Not that I don't like the other music, I'm just like, I'm having nostalgia, if that makes sense. You can tell when Cat's falling when the random damn it yell happens.
Yep.
Damn it! Okay. Damn it! Damn it!
Stupid puzzle platformer section.
What am I doing wrong?
I do not know.
Why did they put puzzle platforming? I figured it out. I think I figured it out.
Woo!
No, I have not.
Damn it.
Okay, I jumped too soon. I'm doing the gamer lean. Oh, forward. Did it too late. Okay. Oh! What am I doing wrong?
I cannot help, for I do not know.
Because if I do it that way, I'm too low. If I do it the other way, I'm too high.
We're middle ground.
Motherfucker! Son of a bitch!
Son of a bitch.
Not angry. Not angry. It feels like it's like random luck or something.
We are not RNGesusing this shit! Something up, but don't mind me. Don't mind me. Well, don't mind me. I'm not looking up anything. I see nothing.
I'm figuring this out, damn it.
We will figure this out.
I'd offer you one of these cherry tomatoes, but you got a hole in your neck.
Thank you for scaring the shit out of me!
Link. We appreciate the fact you are trying to post emotional support husbandos or waifus. But we do not need the jump scares!
Record. Is first DLC. Oh god, I do have the DLC. Yay!
Is it DLC time?
Well, we are in the DLC side. The world of the recycled vessel.
Oh god, it's DLC! I will be right back.
I'm okay. Okay. RNGesus! I was so close! Y'all seeing this shit, right?
I'm back. Did we figure it out?
No, I keep getting close and I keep missing barely.
Damn.
That's it. Summoning the Dark Lord. Cat, summoning the Dark Lord? Yes.
Yes.
Come on, Weemod, help me out here.
Hello, Lulu. Can I help you?
Alright. Yes, I used Weebot to cheat! Don't judge me!
I am judging.
This is like unlimited jumps. Oh, that will work!
That'll do.
I just needed to stop. That will work. I will use it again if needed. Do not judge me.
Like a load of jumps, that'll do. Oh my god, that would make speed running this shit so much easier.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
I broke the game.
Oh shit.
I kinda broke the game.
Well, fudgesicles.
An air kid! No! I think I broke the game.
Well, shit. Yeah, Link, we won't judge, but the game might.
The game has judged!
The game has indeed. Judged. And judged you hard.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Game crashed. Okay. There's an easy way to fix this.
There is.
Yes. Ending the game.
It's called Alt F4.
It's called Alt F4. And hope to God the game did not completely full on fuck the everything.
For if the everything is fucked, we are fucked.
It's like, the game's like, how dare you cheat your way through this thing? Fuck off!
Apparently, Wiimote is not optimized for the DLC.
Or, it's because I did something stupid and crazy. Oh, God, skip! Oh, we're gonna have to go through this right now. Okay.